Let's have a start. Here I try to demonstrate for the implementation and configuration and testing steps for RESTful API or web services for the service center APIs. These APIs could be applicable for the web developer or web teams for the integration of UI or GUI based on you or you released API. And first we need to below technologies and tools for the completion of the projects from development to testing steps. So we need the Spring IO or Spring Initializer, Java 8 class, Maven or Gradle. We use the Maven tool as a building tools, GemFire as a backend database server, Spring Tool Suites as the IDE. You can also use the IntelliJ IDE or Eclipse IDE. For the testing, we use the Google Postman tools, or you can use the different ones like REST Client or SOAP UI or Swagger UI. Let's have a try to start where we can download the Spring IO initializer, or then this Spring Tool Suite, Java 8, Spring Maven tools, GemFire as a backend, and Google Postman and GemFire. You have the command line tools. With the command line tools, you can administrate or monitor your database after your application is deployed somewhere in development or testing or production environments. So our deployment will be in jar-based deployments. Let's start to step by step. Download the GemFire for Windows versions from these links, and then after that you have to be unzipped the download file into your local systems, and then run your GemFire backend server with where you unzip your file and go to the bin path and write down in the command lines start GFASH. For the generation of the projects, go to the Spring IO in the browser, any browser, and put it your group names and your artifact name, and you get it your zip files and unzip it, and then you have to import your projects as a Maven project from your IDE. For us, it's like STS tools as a IDE. You need to cross-check your metadata, also the generated dependencies into your form XML files, because these Spring IO tools is well managed tools. It's managed all the latest up-to-date versions for the Spring Boot, and it also checks the related technologies against the versions number those you are selected from the browser or from the services from the Spring IO. So after importing the projects, there is a specific Maven project structure like you have to be, you can see the project like as a source.main.java. So with this directory, you should put all the packages. I mean, all the modules that you need for implementing your APIs. And then there is another directory like src main, the resources. This is the folder containing all the properties, or I mean all the configurations, values to run the applications or to configure the applications, and also the the profiles of the applications. Profiles means you have to, maybe you would like to deploy the application in the development environments or in production environments or test environments or release environment or QA environments. So those are properties has to be maintained in externally or internally. For with this video, we only put it like internally managed deployments. That means we only deploy the application in the test and development environments, and then after that we should put it somewhere in production or development. I will generate the next videos how can we externally deploy the applications to the outside world or outside your machines, or to put it the application in the installation department, and they will install this application in the customer side. So let's have a try to start to generate the project via Spring IO. So here is the Spring IO, the website, the all services here. So you have the options like Maven projects or Gradle projects. You have the languages Java, Ruby, and Kotlin, and then there is Spring versions. Which version fitted you as your requirements? For our case, the projects are using the Spring Boot 1.5.14. And then you put it in like your group names. So we put it like the Spring GemFire RESTful web service. Then put it our group names, UVSoftGroup, and then just put it like, and then this and this, and you can inject your dependency via search like web. We can put it web. We can RESTful API, even though you can put it like from the selections. So we select the DevOps. We already search for the web. We already search for the REST repositories for our projects. Then if you need additional one, like, then you can select one of them. So for our case, we use NoSQL database like in GemFire. So we have to be inject or select the GemFire database from here. So here you see there's the effect. We didn't select the proper versions. So it's a proper version is selected. And you can see is activated the GemFire database. So it's a distributed database systems. It means you can put it anywhere, and it's already all the databases linked each other or among the databases. So we select that one, and then we need something like to actuator. So this is the actuator. So that means on fly you suppose compile and run your application without any delay. That's the actuator did, and we have a lot of the endpoints for the actuator. With this actuator, you can check your application health, your application info, and also your application matrix informations, and also you can check with how many requests and response for certain applications. And this is really important as a developer. It's play really good informations, and it's contain a lot of information for your applications. And even though you can log the informations in any file systems, or you can put it like any containers, then we can overcheck what's running behind the scene for these applications, for every request and response for the applications. So we can, in shorter versions, we try to generate the projects, and now project is generated, and we try to import the projects from our selected IDE. So for our case, we select our IDE as a STS tools. We go files, and then we can go new, or we can go the import, and then so our project import is already done. You can see here the project is there. So if you close look on that one, so this is the main class, and then there is a packages which is containing the informations or the source code as a modular forms. So you see the configurations packages is containing the GemFire configurations file class, and is auto-aware the repositories, and this is the enable GemFire repositories annotated by configurations, and that is the informations, the bean, get GemFire properties beans, and via your applications names, and then there your log levels, and so on and so forth. And that's the informations about your auto-aware bean generations for your APIs. If you see here the definition, the local regional factory beans, and it's long, the ID, and then there's object definitions, and it's the GemFire cache informations. So each of your domains or your entity class has to be defined like each as a bean. So you see the address location info and service info, and then also the service consumer info beans definitions. So this is the configuration part for the ubeans and the GemFire repositories. And here is the definitions. Like personally, I like to module package like this way, like configuration package, model package, and then the repository package. A repository means to contain all the respective repositories within this package. So here is the resource package. A resource package means all the controllers, what we need to implement or to call. And I call it like the resources. You can call it like as a controller. So it's all the endpoints is there, the definitions, and there is a path service, and this is the very important service. Here you can define all the interfaces, as like interfaces, the CRUD interfaces, and then you should implement you implemented classes in here. So this is I find is really flexible, and this is the professional one. To package it like this way. So configuration package, model package, and the repository package, the resource package, and the resource means the survey controller package, and service package, and service implementations package. So then you have the property application under the SRC main resources folders. You have the application properties. So the most important, I'm running the application, the local server, and the port number, and this is the application's name, and this is the application name is linked by the configurations, GemFire configurations file. And then there is a complex path for this one, and there's is for other cases for these applications who need to deploy something in the Eureka server or something like that. So let's start to define our models. So we have three models or three entity class, like address locations, and it's annotated by region, means is the entity class is 1 to 1 times 1 to the table. In the GemFire tables. So table should be like this names. So you have all the entities or properties or your object definitions. So you have the primary keys, and then all the keys like where, and you have the location maps. Means you can put it here, the Google Maps or whatever is Yahoo Maps or any OpenStreetMaps. You can take pictures and put it there. There is the locations informations. You can put it your latitude and longitude for each of the locations for each of the service centers, for different service centers. So it's a default constructor, and this is the three persistence constructor. So I put it like all everything together, and then there is the standard getter and setters, and so on and so forth. And that's the so service center informations is containing the same things, and these regions is service center info, and then there's a primary key, and then the definition. So each service center has multiple address location. This is the mapping or linking between the address locations and service center informations. So in behind it is the default constructor, and then persistent constructor, and standard getter and setters. So the same thing here in the service consumer informations. Consumer means who consume the services. This is the two informations: address location information containing the service center information locations, and also the consumer service consumer location information. So it's mapped. So that's the it's you see there's a link among that. So the multiple one service consumer has a multiple addresses. Maybe he has a permanent address or temporary address or office address or whatever it is, or we have a summer house or a winter house or like that. So they can post it somewhere, or they can send it to the post from the different locations. It's important for dynamically changing the address locations with the coding experiments, or even your applications. So it's containing all the personal informations like the first name, last names, even though the major status. This is some things here, the persistent constructor, and then standard. So our model definition is done. Now we need to define our repositories. So if you look at here, close look at here is a default repositories from the Spring Boot, and repository-based resources, and then there is the part of the endpoints, the collection resources. Well, so the code repository, information repository, and code repository, and then this definition of locations, and then the steps. So it's different, the same things. And then here the code repository external also the same thing, code repository, and this is the code. This is the repository. There is nothing. There's only says there's a repository. That's we need to implement somehow. It's important for your implementations. You can have more customization based on that. So that's why we try to introduce the default one. We try to introduce our own repository, then we can make it with more control or more filter conditions or logging mechanism with that. That's the repository. So here is the same default. The repository definitions for, and here is the resource for the service definitions. It just says here is the spatial code repository definitions, and here is the interface as annotated by service and service beans, and then the code action has to be done to create and so on and so forth. Now this is the implementation class. You can see the implementation class service consumer for service interfaces. So with all the direction, you see there's no controls for that one. So a list of application find all, and then we can check it. If it's exist, then we will do it. If it's not exist, then we will to be done the null objects or the point exceptions. So that means the no control with the point. So when we set methods, set actions, and method, what we would like to say, and after the service consumer info, and deliver the service consumer info for the final keys and the applications. So now we should implement our. So here's our resource definitions for the endpoints. Endpoint means the URL for the resource definition, so controller definitions. So we see here the request mappings, the REST controller annotated, and the request mappings, and then this is the root part of your endpoints. So is the root part, and then see the get all information, the consumer informations, and then this is the definitions, the interface, the definitions, and then let's say the get service consumer information via ID. So that means your URL should be the local host and the port number 9009, and that like this, and then the repeat of the code from the means and again file database. So here the post methods, and the request methods, here the request body, and then the file is entity information. So here's the update. So we check it update methods, and we pass it ID, and which it would like to update, and that's the you update information. So change information for entity methods, delete methods, and that's all. So now we have to be, and so all are done. Now we need to run the applications. So as I said last time, these applications is only internally deployed. So I will make a different videos. How can we make externally deployed to any of the environments where the customer needs it. Test environments, test departments, release department, production related department, or QA department. For the smaller companies, like they have DevOps cultures, then we can do everything in the same place. Just you have to deploy them. The user, the developer can do this job. So we try to run the applications, and then let's see. So first you need to run your GemFire. So here's the GemFire is running. So I download the GemFires, and then I put it here in the C directory, and then I search for the directory, and I run the GemFires, and then the GemFire running. So here's some commands for the GemFire. Just get to be in the more informations. So get help, so versions, you can look for something versions, and then you can look for help, you can get more, you can see. So this is the tools, the really good tools. Maybe you have different client to see the database and so now we try to run the applications. So server is running, and we try to run the application. Let's see. And you can run it like Java applications, so it's REST application. So let's see. I believe the application will be running, and then so application is running successfully. Run application. This is your port number to see the applications. And now we have to test our APIs, our code operations. And so for that case, for testing, we use the Google Postman and the web browser-based tools. I think this is the best tools for testing the APIs. You can use also the REST clients, and there's another tools like SOAP UI, and there's another tools like Swagger UI. So all are good. I found it like Postman is friendly and flexible, good tools. So you have to open your Postmans, and here you see the Postman there. So let's display our projects, and here is your GemFires, which application will be deployed, and then it's running. You see your local host and the port numbers and your applications, resource path URL. Yes, it's running. Good luck. The server is up to date. Application is running. So you get the message okay, and then the seconds. So let's see the address locations there. So yes, there is no address location. We see it in the part of the URL. So if you get request, to look for all of the entries from the database, and there is some page. Let's see, there's something, nothing. So let's try to put some. So you have to define your keys, the content types, and then the values. So we have the possibility. So we will put it in like the application JSON format, and then you have to put the body of the message informations. So the JSON format, you can see the complete definitions of the picking nodes and all the key values. And here is the maps, and here is the latitude, longitude, and that's all. Let's have a create post. So send is okay, it's successfully created. We are happy. So it's the links, self links, and identification links. You can see it. So now we should get one of those. Yes, again. There's no definitions. If it's the code, there is 100 injected. Yes, that's true. That's right. That's true. We get it. Okay. So you can put method. You can try to update, and then you have to put it like try something. Blah, blah, blah. So so then send it to the update the records. Yes, it is successful. Okay. Even though you can store this response, and then you can also so then delete, and then we see is this up to date. Okay, let's see. Yes, it's perfectly up to date. So we try to delete 100%. Delete everything. So you can do more things to your test. You can do one global variable to that ones. Okay, and add use of environment productions the URL. Here you can say this. So then that means you have the global insert, global sets, and then you can select it here and then run the test. So we did it successfully. We did like we implement our REST API. Just recap what we did. So we implement our REST API, we configure it, we deploy it, and we tested it our APIs via Postman. So then now your web team, so web developer are ready to use your API, our RESTful API for service center APIs, and they are based on that. Service Center API, they can make their web GUIs, web UI, and 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 make them. They can integrate with these APIs for the JavaScript like frameworks, or even though in Spring Boot templates, or even though they can integrate with the Rails 3 application or Rails versions of the GUI frameworks, or whatever it is, it is good for you, and then you can integrate this API for web developments. And you can sell this API for the other customers. So even the other companies, you maybe do APIs, and then you deploy it there to build their web application based on that API. So I will put it all the resources in the GitHub. You can find out in the GitHub. It look like the same name. UVSoftGroup. In the GitHub, there is a 21 repositories there, and I will put it there, all the resources in the master. So just look for there and stay with us. We will give you more information in the GitHub, or even though in the Facebook public groups, or you can put your comments or your suggestions or your ideas to improve to improve and share our knowledge into the channels. So our channel name is UVSoftGroup. That's the channel name. So you get more information in this channel. Until today, there is 22 videos, and plus these videos. So we will see you later. Thank you. Goodbye.